It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Bandits are being released without charges. Matawali raises alarm. Governor Bello Mohammed Matawali of Zamfara State has said that part of the reason for the persistence of banditry is the non-punishment of the apprehended criminals. Saying many times bandits are released without being charged, Matawali spoke on Wednesday when he received the federal government delegation on sympathy visit to the state over the recent attacks on some communities in Anka and Bukuyum local government areas of the state. The members of the delegation, which was headed by the Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, retired, were the National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Mongunu, retired, Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba Alkali. Others are Minister for Police Officers Affairs, Alhaji Maigari Dingyadi, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Sadia Umar Farouk, and Special Advisor to the President Muhammad Buhari on Media, Gaba Shehu. Another problem we have noticed is that despite the remarkable zeal of our troops, they lack modern equipment, which to prosecute modern warfare, prosecution of modern warfare depends largely on the modern war equipment and gadgets. It is very vital for these modern war instruments to be provided to our troops if we are going to win this fight against banditry in Zamfara and Northwest. It is evident that unless enough modern equipment is provided to our security forces to fight the war effectively, the country faces the danger of anarchy. This could be foreseen from the recent calls by some leaders for their people to take up arms to defend themselves, and it is a recipe for lawlessness when the state loses its monopoly over the instrument of coercion. As a matter of urgency, the federal government should procure armored personnel carriers, APCs, and deploy them across all parts of the country. If 1,000 APC could be made available, they would go a long way in turning the tide of the war against the bandits in a short period of time, inshallah. I want to draw the attention of the federal government to the fact that pockets of insurgency in many parts of the north are interrelated. In some instances, evidence have been found of connection between Boko Haram and some of the bandit groups operating in the northwest. There should be a comprehensive review of our strategy of fighting insurgency. We need a more workable plan of action tailored explicitly in tune with the realities on ground. This is a clarion call for us to step up efforts in this fight before the dreadful monster consumes our region and country as a whole. I would like to add that any strategy to be drawn for fighting banditry and all forms of insurgency should focus greater attention on Zamfara State. Our forests have become fortresses for bandits, from where they plan and launch attacks to other parts of the northwest, Governor Matawali added, saying that part of the strategy, special forces should be deployed to some black spots, particularly identified to be more dangerous centers of activities of the bandits. Matawali said that his administration searched for peace. He built cooperation not just with the affected states, but also with the authorities of the Niger Republic, and they had employed service hunters and provided them with motorcycles and allowances. He also said that they had paid service hunters the sum of 53 million naira, in addition to their full upkeep in the aftermath of the recent attacks in Anka and Bukuyum local government areas. They had also expended the sum of 250 million to provide vehicles and allowances for both the civilian JTF and also the conventional security outfits. Has already said that they don't want to be part of Nigeria, and according to the group, there shall be no more Nigerian national anthem sung in schools in the Southeast region. Furthermore, the group said that children of the Southeast must no longer be reminded that they are under oppression by singing the national anthem of the oppressor. The IPOB also urged school authorities and proprietors to teach the students the Biafra national anthem instead. And what IPOB has failed to understand is that every citizen in southeastern states has equal rights to decide what sovereignty they want to obey. IPOB has to understand that the Southeast can and will never be a Biafra land, because in Nigeria there is only one sovereignty, and it is the federal government. Their propaganda of oppression is baseless, because they are the ones oppressing innocent citizens in the Southeast. The terrorist group had banned the slaughtering of cows raised by Fulani herdsmen during festive seasons in the southeastern region, instructing that native cows will be used instead of these events. And sadly, if the citizens were to disobey these instructions, other than the ones they want to obey, there will be senseless destruction of communities and the unprovoked killings of defenseless citizens. Innocent and vulnerable people will face the full terror of these criminals if they went ahead and slaughtered cows raised by Fulani elders, and IPOB is trying to create disunity amongst the Southeast and the North. And this is why the writer is of the opinion that the federal government was actually right to have proscribed the indigenous people of Biafra, as a terrorist group in the year 2021, because they have not proven to be a sociocultural group in the country, saying that the coalition of the northern group, the Wanizi and the Afenifere Middle Belt Forum, with respect to their own individual, assertions this year, had shown that in this new year, they had shown that truly Buhari must tackle insecurity and also the ailing economy of the country. But with respect to the few instructions given by the IPOB, the writer is of the opinion that they do not want peace and the federal government would be right in whatever action it takes against them, reiterating that there is need for the police. There is need for the government to end politically or thereabout to ensure that immediately peace and prosperity returns to the country. A summary of the Middle Belt Forum meeting was that, through the national president, Pogo Bitros, says that they have continued to suffer severe and persistent attacks from the gangs of murderous herdsmen, and that this can no longer be tolerated because it is becoming a trend in the states within the Middle Belt region, consisting of Benue, Adamawa, amongst others, and therefore there is need for the federal government to live up to responsibility this 2022 to ensure that insecurity comes to an end. Same as the Wanizi, Indigo had actually said through the National Publicity Secretary, Chidiuzi Ugbonaya, that they need to ensure that injustice comes to an end, the federal government needs to ensure that injustice comes to an end in this year, 2022, and also the Afenifere group, through its publicity secretary, that is Jare Ajayi, said that the Buhari administration must use the remaining part of 2023 before their tenure expires to right the wrongs that have occurred since it is in power, especially one of the agitator of the Yoruba nation, who is still at the detention of the Benin Republic facility, that is Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, saying that all these things and the other areas of security and the economy must be the necessary focus of the President Muhammadu Buhari before 2023 and ensure that it settles out everything needed. The coalition of Northern Group as well, says that there is need for the Nigerian government to intensify efforts to tackle the rate of insecurity across the country, and through its spokesperson Abdulaziz Suleiman says that even for the 2023 general elections, that they expect that security challenges that have been characterized for the past few years should be brought to a stop. And also, the writer says that the IPOB, having declared that they do not want national anthem and other things to be played in the schools, have to take a second look to it. Thanks for listening.